Did you cry last part? Well, no more crying. We're going to take action right now. Welcome to part 10 of Phantasy Star 4. The party is finally going to kick Ziel's ass today. I've been looking forward to this since part 1. But first, what you want to do is make sure Rune dual wields 2 shields. That will help with his defense. He's very squishy. But if you give Rune 2 shields, he may not attack, and trust me, his physical attacks suck, but he will become the most sturdy character in the game. So let me get rid of the Force Cane, let me put on those 2 Psychic Shields, and there you go. He is as close to God as you can get in the Phantasy Star universe. And that's not counting the actual God, or gods in the Phantasy Star universe that we're about to see way later on. So yeah, Alys's death scene. I've been playing this game since 2009, and somehow that scene always manages to pull on my heartstrings. I don't know what about it. Maybe it's the music, maybe it's the imagery, but it just resonates with me. I have seen people on the internet compare Alys's death scene to Aerith's death scene from Final Fantasy VII, and no, they're not the same. They're not even close to being the same. I mean, I guess in a way Final Fantasy VII did the death scene better, but I think this one was way more realistic. Everybody, out of the way. 1, 2, 3. Underneath here is Nervous, the center of the entire control system. Ziel. Is Ziel in there? Chaz, I know how you feel, but right now we've got to shut down Nervous. We don't have time to talk about it. We must hurry. Yeah, we must, otherwise the planet's gonna die. Entering Nervous is going to be extremely dangerous. You have more mech-type enemies, as well as higher levels of Ziel's guards. Demi, can't you interrupt command to Nervous from this terminal? Wishful thinking. Impossible. Presently Nervous is not accepting any input from the outside. We can't even access the system unless we get inside its nucleus. Demi, did you just say it is nucleus? Why yes, I was just following the script. Oh my god! Strange apostrophes aside, we got centaurs. They hit hard and they have heavy armor, so be careful. You want to hit these guys with your multi-targeting attacks like Rune's Hewn or Disrupt from Rika or Air Slash, and they all go down like dominoes. Let's see what we can find in here. Ah, the Wave Shot. It's a very useful weapon for Demi. It has a cool attack animation too. The shot looks like a ring that encloses on the enemy. 18-point increase on attack power. Oh yeah, I'm definitely equipping that. I'm just a sucker for hitting hard. And Demi leveled up, so her skills probably increased. In numbers, that is. It's not like she can learn new abilities. Tarantulas are these arachnoid robots with machine guns mounted on their backs. They're extremely allergic to ice. They also have very weak armor, so a couple of basic strikes with a sword will take them down quickly. And they don't even really hit that hard. But then again, this may be because... oh, there we go. This may be because I've been level grinding off screen, but still, the enemies don't really hit hard here. Or at least the tarantula enemies. There are going to be other monsters here that hit way harder than the tarantulas ever will. Let's see. SAR is a multi-targeting healing technique. It heals multiple party members for small amounts of HP. It's not substantial at all. In fact, you're just better off individually healing party members. Let's see what we'll encounter here. Oh, it's a surprise attack on us. Great. New enemy type, the Balduel. The Duel. The Balduel enemies have weaker armor, but they hit hard. And they are extremely weak to Demi's Spark ability. It's a good thing we have Demi here. She kicks ass and takes names with the best of them. Too bad she leaves the party after this dungeon. Oh. But on the bright side, we get another android partner, and he's way better than... he's honestly way better than Demi ever was. If I were to make comparisons, it's like going from R2-D2 to K2SO from Star Wars Rogue One. So somebody that's built for raw combat and dishes out the pain in a matter of seconds. We're going to be seeing him at the end of the next part. Or technically, he's going to be alluded to at the end of this part, and if you play Phantasy Star 3, you will recognize him. It's not the same character, but it is the same character model number of that particular android that was in Phantasy Star 3. Ugh, my throat got dry there. Anyway, the Tech Masters are, just like their weaker counterparts, they can only use techniques. And Rune has the most broken ability against these guys, which is called Seal. You're gonna see it in a couple of seconds. Yep, they can no longer defend themselves, or heal themselves. And they cannot even fix themselves neither. They are just stuck like this until they die or I run away. These must be the only enemies that get truly neutered by Rune like this in the whole entire game. And it's freaking hilarious. Got a ceramic headgear for Demi. Shit, I cannot talk today. I need some more water. It's hot outside, and I'm in South Carolina, and compared to Philadelphia, this is a sauna. It feels like it's 90 out, or it is 90 outside, and it feels like it's 105. That's how humid it is. Anyway, Zeo's Guard is a slightly stronger variation of the spearhead enemy we fought earlier. They don't have any extra attacks or anything that makes them special, they just poke at you with their spears. It's like if Seong Mina from Soul Calibur is just didn't know how to fight all of a sudden and she just pokes at you with a stick. Which sounds like the average Seong Mina player, actually. I mean, she's good, but Taki is better. Killick is a better Rot user than Seong Mina. There's another person I used to play as over Seong Mina. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. I'm going back to Phantasy Star. Avenging someone's death, end the murderer, and then save the whole world. Wait a minute, this is beat for beat the first game's story. Instead of it being 15 hours of avenging someone's death, it is literally 30 minutes. I think that's how long this dungeon is, it's at least 30 minutes. Anyway, more Zeo's Guards. Bland Zeo's Guards. I'm gonna go for group attacks. Here's Rika's Disrupt, in which she uses parts of illusion, her illusion spell, and then she attacks the enemies with it. I'm not sure how Rika's doing this, maybe she's just that quick that she's entering the Speed Force and is in multiple places at once, or maybe it's just astral projection, I don't know. Anyway, here's a new enemy type, which is Gryz. It's a mage type. This guy's attacks are dangerous, so much so that I consider Gryz a mini-boss that you can encounter multiple times. Oh boy. You just keep on the attack and don't use any debuffs because he's immune to debuffs. Dead. Oh, nope, no, he's not dead. And he's got high defense, holy shit. So, Alys and Chaz's, and by extension Rune's backstory was mainly unexplored for this game. It's touched upon and alluded to, but never really fleshed out. That's what the internet is for. Let's start with Chaz. He grew up in a group of bandits 3 years before this game took place. He even mentioned that he did some bad things. But the extent of his crimes weren't really elaborated on, even in the supplementary materials. So I'll just assume that he slain somebody by accident. With Chaz going down the path of the dark side, until he met Alys, he had to look for a way out. Also, Chaz just learned to move from Gryz, that would be Bros, which is, it's that really inaccurate insta-kill attack that's not really good. Anyway, back to the backstory, Chaz meets Alys, who coincidentally lost her parents at age 14 to bandits, so you can imagine that Alys doesn't look too kindly on bandits. And with Chaz being a bandit, I'm not even sure how things played out if Chaz attempted to rob Alys and then Alys just kicked Chaz's ass because it's Alys, and then took Chaz under her wing because she saw potential in him, or something like that. It's really dumb. Let me trust this guy who attempted to take my money. Now, I'm not gonna judge Alys too hard because she was younger, like in her early 20s younger, but still, that is really dumb. I can relate because I think I'm actually Alys's age right now. But going to Alys's backstory, I told you about the parents she lost at age 14, so she had to fend for herself for a while before she met a man named Gaff, or Gauf. Gaff, I guess, I don't know. This Gaff character is not mentioned or never mentioned before, during, or after any of these games at all. Which goes to show you how big this universe is to have a character be on the sidelines. Even when there's 6 games in the series, and he doesn't appear in any of them, but that's besides the point. This Gaff guy is pretty much the Qui-Gon Jinn to Alys's Obi-Wan, the Master's Master. If that even makes sense. She taught Alys and then later Rune, or I think Alys actually met Rune through Gaff, because he was teaching Rune beforehand. The 3 of them went on wonderful adventures until one day Gaff died. Terribly. And Rune inexplicably disappeared for some reason too, I don't know what's up with that. So, Alys was alone for all that time until she met Chaz. And with Chaz, it was strictly a teacher-student relationship for the first couple of years of the partnership. It wasn't really until the previous couple of parts where Alys just turned into a adulting older sister to Chaz. It's adorable. Alys is my favorite character in the series. Sure, she did extort Han a couple of times for money, which is kind of a bitchy thing to do if you ask me, but at least she kept him from dying. That's all that matters. There were a couple of times where Alys kept people from dying. It's pretty awesome. Anyway, we got new enemy types. Well, you saw the guy on the right, but not so much the guy on the left. Or did we see this guy before? The Boldul. Okay, so the Blausen. He's pretty tough. He's got tough armor and he hits hard. The Boldul is weaker than the Bluesen. He's got weaker armor, but he also hits hard, so you have to be careful about that. Oh, good, he missed. But yeah, getting back to my favorite characters in the series, I think all of them range from this game. And then there's Alys from the first game. Only because she's the only person that was interesting in that game. Everybody else from the other games are just boring. Phantasy Star 2 and 3 in particular did a really poor job of characterizing the characters. Anyway, we just picked up a Plasma Claw, which does even more laser damage to robots. Even though plasma is not really a laser, it's just hot gas, but it's considered a laser in this game, and it's really effective against robots. I don't know, you just blame the art designer. Wait, not even the art designer, just the designer of the overall game. The song climaxes at the right time. I'm not even doing this on purpose. We're at the end of the dungeon right here, and we're about to fight Zio. Well, well. You've made it here. It was to be expected. You shall be aware that one step further is a road to your death. I won't let you escape this time. Oh, Reverent One, lend me your power. I'm gonna kill this bitch so hard. Come here, Zio. Now that we have the Psycho Wand in hand, we can actually weaken Zio with it. To do that, you just go to the item box that's second from the right, and hover the cursor over the Psycho Wand. I'm gonna have Rune use the Psycho Wand. Rika and Demi are gonna be on buff duty. Gryz is gonna use his war cry to strengthen his abilities, and Chaz is on defense, because he's got nothing else to do for the moment. Here comes the pain. Righteous revenge is on its way. With Zio's magic barrier down, have Demi, Gryz, and Chaz to use their strongest attacks, and have Rune use any fire attacks he has at his disposal. And I'm gonna have Rika cast a ban on the group. We're gonna need it. The black energy wave is not killing anybody today. Excellent. Now, Zio has a bunch of different attacks at his disposal, the black wave being one of them. He also has this one move called Corrosion, which does tremendous damage to the group. and another slash attack which does damage to one singular target. Gotta heal up Gryz. Remember not to do any water attacks because he's kind of immune to water, or ice. It's technically ice. Just go with fire. Fire works really well against Zio. And lightning. Be sure to use Chaz's lightning techniques as well, because that does damage to him too. Looks like Rika's powered up now. Time to destroy everything. Even though there were other bosses before Zio, this is the first true boss before the scenario changes. Even though this game is not explicitly broken up into chapters, like there's no chapter 1, 2, 3, or 4 title cards, there are 4 distinct quarters of the game that you have to contend with. And we're almost done with the first quarter, so yeah. Ooh, yeah, that slash attack that Zio just did to Gryz hurts like hell. If it's targeting the wrong person, of course, but good thing it targeted the tank because otherwise that would have been really bad. Oh, god damn it! So yeah, Zio is dangerous, but he's not too dangerous. You may consider him the end of Disc 1 boss, even though this game is on cartridge. We'll just call him the end of Disc 1 boss. I also love this boss music that plays whenever you get into bosses, which only plays twice during the whole game for some reason. I don't know why. It's called Laughter. Again, I don't know why it's called Laughter, it just is. I'm guessing they mean evil laughter, which probably would have been more fitting for the song name, especially since it sounds this menacing, but I don't know why it's called Laughter. Just Laughter. Makes no sense. But then again, some of the song titles range from makes no sense to that actually works. I believe I got Zio this time around. It may be this turn or the next turn. Let's see. No. Yeah, no. I think it's the next turn. I strictly remember Rika getting the last hit on Zio. It was kind of odd because I wanted Chaz or Gryz to get the last hit, because they deserved it more. Fade to white, and Zio's dead. Let's see who's leveled up. Demi leveled up. Rune leveled up. Oh, he learned Gigra. Nice. Ugh, this cannot be. I'm supposed to be immortal. Oh, why? Why do you abandon me? Darth. Ah! We did it! We defeated Zio! Yahoo! Alys. Well, we avenged Alys. And all the Motavians that died. At this point, we're not going to be able to stop Nervous by normal means. I'm going to connect myself directly to Nervous system and crack its security. Connect directly? Yes. This is goodbye, Chaz. Demi! Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for everything. And this is where, the first time I played this, I thought Demi was going to die. But no, she doesn't die. Access main system. Issue top priority. Interrupt. Has it stopped? The operation is a success. Demi, where are you now? I'm in Nervous's control center. Right now, all the systems that have been maintaining Motavia are halted. Now there won't be any more disasters! But with all the systems that maintain the environment halted, sooner or later, the entire planet will become barren. We must work to restore the functions of each system as soon as possible. To do that, we'll have to do something about Zelen. That's right. As long as the satellite is sending abnormal signals, we cannot control the system. Chaz, why don't we go? Okay, let's go to Zelen. But this Zelen, isn't it located in outer space? Don't worry, an emergency shuttle is available at Nervous. It's being readied for you. I won't be able to leave here just now. I must stay and perform maintenance on each of these systems. At Zelen, you should be able to find my master Rune. Oh, I know that dude. Rune? I know him. Oh, me too, Rika. When I was at the bioplant, I often telecommunicated with him. About a half a year ago, I became unable to reach him at the communication circuits. I've been concerned. Please, Chaz, let's go find Rune at Zelen. Well, good luck at Zelen, everybody. Be careful. Chaz, I'm sorry, but I know. You just can't leave your little sister. Exactly. Sorry. So we're down 2 party members. It's just Chaz, Rika, and Rune now. So in the next part, we're going to obtain that 4th party member in Rune. And also do some side quests too. I'll see you in part 11.